No one could understand why the snake had stopped eating, until the X-ray revealed the shocking truth. Dr. Serena Marlowe stares at the screen. Her hands shake violently. "This cannot be real. Call the police," she whispers. "Right now." "Is that what I think it is?" Jason asks. His voice trembles. Serena cannot answer, cannot breathe, cannot think. This changes everything. 4 weeks earlier, everything seemed normal. Jason Lynn notices it on a Tuesday morning. The Anaconda lies coiled in her massive enclosure. 18 feet of pure muscle. Over 150 pounds of apex predator. He's worked with her for 12 years. Knows every pattern, every behavior, every mood. Today, something is different. A bulge. Prominent. Visible through her scales. Jason leans closer to the glass. The bulge is massive. Stretches along her midsection. Maybe 2 feet long. He nods to himself. Makes a note in his logbook. This happens sometimes. Anacondas eat large prey. Rabbits. Sometimes small pigs. The digestion process is slow. Can take weeks. Nothing unusual. He moves on to the next enclosure. But here's what Jason doesn't know yet. Jason returns 3 days later. The bulge hasn't changed. Still prominent. Still clearly visible. He makes another note. Still digesting. His colleague Sarah walks past. Stops. Stares through the glass. She's worked reptiles for 8 years. Has seen anacondas digest everything from capybaras to caimans. But something about this feels wrong. A week passes. Jason offers the anaconda her regular meal. A large rabbit. Fresh, still warm. The snake doesn't even look at it. Refuses completely. This is normal during digestion. The snake needs time. Energy goes to breaking down the meal, not hunting new prey. Jason removes the rabbit. Makes another note. By the second week, Jason is checking every day. The bulge looks exactly the same. Same size, same shape. It hasn't moved down the digestive tract, hasn't gotten smaller, hasn't changed at all. He stands at the glass for long minutes, watching, waiting for any sign of progress. Nothing. The anaconda moves sluggishly, barely responds to stimuli, refuses all food. Jason hesitates. He's worked with snakes for over a decade, has seen digestion take 3 weeks before, sometimes longer for massive prey, but never this long with so little change. He decided to wait 1 more week. That decision will haunt him later. The anaconda is deteriorating. It's subtle. Easy to miss if you don't know what to look for. But Jason knows. The snake's color is slightly dull. Her movements are lethargic. She stays on the heated rock constantly. Barely moves to the water pool. And the bulge. Unchanged. Unmoving. Impossible. Jason makes the call. Dr. Serena Marlowe arrives within the hour. She's the chief veterinarian, has worked with reptiles her entire career, has saved countless animals from the edge of death. She approaches the enclosure with professional calm, but inside, her instincts are screaming. She studies the anaconda carefully, notes the dull scales, the sluggish behavior, the way the snake barely acknowledges their presence. She asks Jason the key question, how long? 3 weeks, maybe 4. He answers, Serena's professional mask slips for just a moment. 4 weeks is impossible. Even the largest prey item digests within 2 weeks. 3 maximum for something truly massive. 4 weeks means something is catastrophically wrong. She makes the decision immediately. The anaconda needs an X-ray. Right now. But moving an 18-foot anaconda requires preparation. Serena calls in her entire team. Dr. Raymond Walsh, Lisa Zhang, David Carver, 4 additional handlers. They sedate the snake first. Heavy sedation. Enough to keep it completely still, but not so much it stops breathing. The process takes 90 minutes. 6 people work together. Specialized equipment. Extreme caution. One wrong move and someone could be crushed, or bitten, or both. They lift the anaconda carefully, support every section of its body. The weight is enormous. Dead weight. Unconscious weight. Finally, they transport it to the medical facility. Serena prepares the X-ray machine. Her hands are steady. Years of training keep her movements precise, but her heart is pounding. 4 weeks. What could survive inside a snake for 4 weeks? The machine hums to life. The image begins to form on the screen. Serena watches, waiting. And then the full image appears. She gasps, actually staggers backward. Raymond looks at the screen. His face goes white, because there, inside the anaconda, impossibly clear and impossibly detailed, is a shape, a human shape. Serena forces herself to look again. The shape is unmistakable. A head, clearly defined. Shoulders, broad. A torso, long, matching human dimensions, but no arms. The arms are missing, or hidden somehow. The proportions are right. The size matches. The structure looks human. Serena's mind races through possibilities. Lisa enters the room, sees the X-ray. Her hand covers her mouth. "Call police immediately," Raymond said quietly. "And tell them what?" "That we found possible human remains." Serena's mind raced frantically. How is this possible? When did this happen? "Wait," she said firmly. "Let me analyze this first." She needs to think, needs to analyze, needs to be sure, because if this is what it looks like, everything changes. They need to review security footage, find out what happened. They need to understand how a human body ended up inside their anaconda. Jason arrives, looks at the screen. His face crumbles. This can't be happening. Not on his watch, not in his reptile house. Serena zooms in on the image, enhances the resolution, studies every detail, and that's when she notices something. Something wrong. The bone density is off. Human bones show bright white on X-rays. Dense, calcium-rich, unmistakable. But this shape shows uniform gray. Too consistent. Serena's medical training kicks into overdrive. This isn't organic tissue, which means it isn't human. But then, what is it? And how did it get inside her anaconda? Security Chief Davidson arrives with his laptop. He's ex-military, seen everything. Nothing shakes him. Until he sees the X-ray. He sets up quickly, pulls up the security system. Dozens of cameras monitor every corner of the zoo. Davidson starts reviewing footage at high speed. Days blur past on the screen. Staff performing normal duties, visitors watching exhibits, animals behaving naturally. Nothing unusual. Davidson goes back further. 4 weeks, then 5, and then he stops. The timestamp shows 11:47 p.m. After closing. The reptile house should be empty. A figure enters through the side door, wears a zoo uniform, carries something large wrapped in cloth. The person moves quickly, nervously, keeps looking around, checking for witnesses. Davidson zooms in, enhances the image. The face becomes clear. Serena recognizes him immediately. Trevor Munoz, junior keeper. On the screen, Trevor approaches the anaconda's enclosure. He unlocks the service door. He enters the enclosure. Trevor unwraps the object he's carrying. It's large, human-sized. The cloth falls away partially. Serena leans closer to the screen. And then she sees it. A mannequin. A CPR training mannequin to be exact. The kind they use in first aid courses. Plastic. Articulated. Designed to simulate a human body. Trevor places it carefully on the heated rocks, arranges it to look natural, or as natural as a mannequin can look. Then he steps back, looks at his work, and smiles. Actually smiles, like this is funny, like this is a harmless prank. He exits the enclosure, locks the door, leaves the reptile house. The mannequin lies on the heated rocks, motionless. Davidson fast-forwards. Hours pass. The anaconda sleeps, coiled, peaceful. She notices the new object, approaches cautiously. The mannequin is warm from the heated rocks, large, still, silent. To a predator, it looks like prey. The anaconda strikes. It takes 15 minutes. Now the mannequin is completely inside. Serena watches in horror. She knows what happens next. Knows the snake will try to digest. Will fail. Will slowly poison itself on decomposing plastic. Security brought Trevor in. 2 guards flanked him. His face was pale, sweating. He knew why he was here. "I can explain," he began. "Explain what?" Serena cut him off. Her voice was ice. "Explain why you put a foreign object in an animal enclosure? It was a joke, a prank. For the morning staff." "A joke?" "We had CPR training last week. I took the training mannequin. I thought it would be hilarious if people found it inside, like the animal had eaten someone." Serena stepped closer. Her eyes burned. "Did you check the next day?" Trevor's voice shook. "Yes." "And?" "The mannequin was gone. I saw the bulge. I saw the keepers making notes. And you said nothing? They thought it was normal. They thought she had just eaten regular prey. I figured it would pass eventually. Or dissolve." "Plastic does not dissolve," Serena shouted. Trevor started crying. I know, I am so sorry. You watched for 4 weeks. 4 weeks while she was dying, and you said nothing." "I was scared. I thought I would get fired." Davidson grabbed Trevor's arm. "You are fired, and you are arrested." Trevor was led away, still crying, still protesting. Serena did not care. She turned back to the animal, the sedated creature on the table, breathing shallowly. "Can we save it?" Raymond asked quietly. "We have to try." The surgery took 6 hours. Serena and her team removed the mannequin. The stomach had 3 perforations, massive tissue damage, but Serena repaired everything. 1 year after surgery, Serena visited Anya during feeding. The anaconda was hunting, moving with deadly grace, powerful, confident, alive. Serena smiled through tears. "You are magnificent," she whispered. Animals cannot speak, cannot report harm, cannot defend themselves. They depend entirely on human protection, human care, human vigilance. Anya's survival proved that. One careless prank nearly destroyed her. Sometimes the smallest decisions have the biggest consequences. Remember this: never assume. Always investigate. Always care. Because when we protect them, we protect something essential, something beautiful, something that makes the world better. We protect life itself. Thank you for watching this incredible story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me continue to share stories that matter.